Hey, what is up, guys? All you budget players, I think I got something that you guys might be interested in. Pablo over here making the most crazy dino combo-licious deck over here, and it's going to be a very, very good combo, opening up very strong against even Zodiacs. And what's cool with this new version of the deck is it's running a lot of cards that are like $1 to $2. I mean, Denlong, not very expensive. We also have 9 branches coming out pretty soon, and a lot of these cards are like $1 to $2. And that could be really good for any of you budget players looking to play, and you guys don't want the Zodiacs because they're just going to be too expensive, and I totally understand. Okay, guys, look at this turn 1. He's called Everything Divine, so he's going to be negating all of his opponent's monsters' effects. On top of that, he's got negate anything with 9 branches. Then he can negate a spell card. So at this point, very few decks can do very much against this. So you guys will see over here, his opponent's going to activate Pot of Cupidity. Bam, 9 branches, going to go ahead and negate Cupidity over there. He's going to go ahead and activate another one, but Harold's going to go ahead and say no to that. And then his opponent just has to pass, set this and pass. I don't know why he played Wabaku in 2017, but nonetheless, whatever. So just watch this play. He goes ahead and makes a True King, and then he makes the Enterprise Near. Gets rid of 1 card in his opponent's hand, so his opponent still is kind of losing extra advantage here. Then he goes ahead and summons Tyranno Infinity. Like, look at this. Even at 12,000 life points, I mean, he had Wabaku, so he couldn't attack that turn. That was going to be game, but that was an amazing turn 1. I haven't seen anyone play like a Zing Dinosaur deck. That's really cool. A very unique True Kings mixed in as well. I think it's a very, very powerful play, and it follows up with it with a login. But I'll also give you guys the deck profile for this, but just watch him carry in a 1v2 tag duels. Also using that new card, PABLO. This is why I want to say it's also a really good potential budget deck, question mark, because we don't know the rarity of some of these cards. If PABLO becomes secret rare, I understand it's not budget anymore, but it all depends on what Konami decides to do with the rarities. But I mean, the Dinosaur structure deck for sure is going to be budget because it's a structure deck. It's only going to cost you $10. Then you got to buy 3 of them pretty much at that point. Yeah, you're spending $30, but that's still pretty cheap for the most part in this day and age. I know I uploaded a budget deck. It was using 3 copies of structure deck, and someone says, well, this is $30. Yo, dog, if you don't consider $30 budget, then I'm sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just too expensive of a game for you to play, because you got to spend at least like $50, and that's still like budget in this day and age, because you still need a bunch of cards in the extra deck. Most of you guys probably have a lot of these other cards that are like $2 to $3 each in the extra deck that you guys will need to make this deck more viable. Obviously, Logia is still pretty cheap because it was also reprinted in the tin. But yeah, just watch what this guy does over here. So he's going to go ahead and attack over the Skull Combat Joker. Not really anything he should worry about, but watch this play over here. He doesn't need his opponent's cards. Sky Iris, get out of here. We're here for the Dragonic Diagram over there. He's going to summon Balbaboon, going to go ahead and place a card at bottom. Then he's going to go ahead and place another card at bottom. Going for Levier, going for Fossil Dig, and search out some card. He's going to go ahead and destroy some cards. And then the Baby Cerosaurus, which is like another $1 card. This is going to flip everything face down. He's going to go ahead and get a Dirac Aiello over there, and he's going to go ahead and come out in the game. He's going to bring back this card. But watch this. He's going to go ahead and attack everything. That's 5,000 damage right there because his opponent just got everything put face down, completely destroying his opponent. Wow, such an amazing play. Then we got Levier attacking directly. Then Chain Borrower can actually attack twice. Didn't even need the extra card. He just basically carried the guy 1 versus 2 in a tag duel, guys. Dinosaur looking pretty good. You mix the True Kings, you mix some Yangzings for some extra negation. You also had access to the Herald card. Really, really good stuff. And I know a lot of you guys are like, yo, Asianites, give me that build. I got you, man. Let's go ahead and go into that deck profile. So we're here for the deck profile. Keep in mind, guys, not everything is out. I know someone's gonna be like, whoa, 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 you said this budget, why is Crystal Wing? Guys, you don't need Crystal Wing, okay? You don't even need this card. I mean, it was in his original deck profile, but you guys saw you didn't need this. I mean, most of these cards are like a couple dollars. This card is an ultra rare. It's only like $1. So, like I said, everything's pretty cheap. Pre-orders for 9 branches is already $2. And I don't think this card is going to be like a $20 card. And before I made this video, now it's a $20 card. But yeah, I just haven't seen anyone make this awesome deck. So, Pablo, you did some awesome, like, creative work, and I like that. We got Tyranno Infinity. You got like 6,000 attack in the video, but like I said, you guys don't need Ghost Ash, which would probably be secret rare, and this card would probably be like $30. But by all means, you don't have to play this card. But let's go into the deck profile. And let's get started. So first off, we got 2 copies of the new boss monster, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno over here. Then we got AzneyesWhitedragon, the Vanisher, the True Draco Emperor. Again, most of these Draco cards like $2 to $3. So we got 1 copy of him. And then we got 3 copies of True King Lithozam, the Disaster. Basically, all it really comes down to, guys, is you're using their effects to destroy cards in your hand, and you're getting the effects of some like the baby monsters, which we'll get into in a second. But yeah, we got 3 copies of Lithozam, and then we have 1 copy of Baharastos over here, the Follower. And then we got 1 copy of Zephranu, the Secret of the Yangzing, even though I believe he's a common card. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. But anyways, it's just like that extra card that you guys saw. It was brought out so he would have access to the 9 branches. It's like a kind of like a cheesy thing to do, but the deck is very consistent, guys. Dinosaurs have like one of the most insane search cards. I wouldn't even be surprised if they hit Fossil Dig after like the Dinosaur structure deck. They start selling them, then they're gonna go emergency ban this guy's Fossil Dig now at 1, because this card is crazy. And a lot of the other cards search out other cards, so you can go pretty fast in the deck. But anyways, next up we have 2 copies of Phantasmal Nicellosaurus. Now this card in the OCG, it's a common before Secret Rare confirmed for TCG. Yeah, I hope, again, it's budget, because again, I'm hoping they're going to make the whole dinosaur stuff cheap, because, I mean, Zodiacs are going to be expensive. We already know that. But next up we got 3 copies of the Oviraptor. Probably is gonna. I don't know if it's what they're gonna do with the rarity on this in the structure deck, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna be. It should be like free essentially in the structure deck. But next up we got 2 copies. Oh, by the way, sometimes guys, TCG and OCG lists are different, so sometimes guys we can get completely screwed over, because I know with the fairy structure deck they got Christia in the OCG, and then we ended up getting Christia later down the line in a tin. Which shot up the price of Christia. But for the most part, it probably should be the same. But keep in mind, sometimes, again, some of these things happen. Next up, we got 2 copies of Tyranno Fendi. Card should be a quarter. But the original attack of this card is the number of your banished dinosaur type monsters times 1,000. And you're going to be banishing a few dinosaurs to bring out this guy anyway. So he should be pretty boss. And also, with this one, you banish like 4 more, and then you can summon Tyranno Fendi. So pretty much this card becomes 6k on like a baseline, and on top of that you're gonna put everything face down, so he'll be pretty much immune to stuff, and on top of that he has the effect to make it so your dinosaurs are immune to everything anyways, so it's a pretty win-win combo in the deck. But yeah, Tyranno Fendi, really good card in the deck. Next up we have 3 copies of Balbaboon, the new card. Again, if it becomes secret rare, then drop this card, guys, obviously, if you want to make a budget deck. Next up we have 3 copies of Baby Sarasaurus. The card was a quarter. It came out in, is that Phantom of Darkness? Anyways, I know it's like a quarter card. So anyways, when this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can supposed to summon a level 4 or lower dinosaur type monster from your deck. Usually what you get out is the Soul Devouring Oviraptor. Obviously you guys saw the replay, so you can kind of copy some of those plays. In addition to this card being really awesome and having that effect, that you get to special summon a dinosaur. There's one card that's very similar. It's Pterodon, I believe is how it's pronounced. But anyways, if this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can supposed to summon 1 level 4 or higher dinosaur monster from your deck, but it can't attack this turn. But don't really matter too much. It doesn't negate its effect, so therefore you can still get those free cards. And this is an insane effect. It's crazy that you can get like so many options. Usually it's like 4 lower. Now this is a 4 or higher, man. Get out whatever you want, pretty much. Yeah, really good card. Now this card also isn't out. We don't know the rarity of it, but again, hopefully it's a quarter. At the moment, it's looking pretty cheap though. And then we have Dixie Water of the Yangzing, another Yangzing card you can have access to for your 9 branches. Plus, it's just an okay card you can go and do other things for. But for the most part, yeah, it's just like an extra Yangzing target. And then we have Direct Aelo over here. So you contribute this card to select 1 level 4 or lower direct monster in your graveyard, except for Direct Aelo is supposed to summon that monster from your graveyard. So that is Direct Aelo. It's a level 1 plus it's a tuner, so it has access to other options in the deck, specifically the St. Crows. Yeah, he's pretty cool for that. And also, since the dinosaur, it has synergy with the deck, obviously. The next up, 3 copies of Reinforced Model of the Army Psych Fossil Day. Pretty much the same thing, but better in dinosaurs. So yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't be playing 3 of these. And we're going Upstart Goblin. Don't matter how much HP they have. You guys saw it in the replay. He just 1v2'd someone in Tangles, and he carried the other guy. 3 Terraforming for, of course, the Draconic Diagram. 2 Twin Twisters to get rid of the pesky back row. And then we have, of course, 9 branches of the Ying. For the extra deck, pretty much the only important cards I would honestly say that were like really used in the video. This card's important. Logia is important. This card, I don't know if you're going to bring it out that often, but it is a decent card if you bring it out. You obviously want this card and this card because it opens up that like wombo combo turn 1 play. That's, like I said, it's pretty easy to pull off. You just need to be able to destroy the dinosaurs, which you have a lot of searchability anyways. So yeah, anyways, I'll go over the important cards. The rest of them, like, they're okay. Dolko's still great, though. This card's pretty cheap, too, because it also got a reprint in the 10. Levier's pretty important, also got a reprint. For the most part, like I said, most of the stuff is pretty cheap. But anyways, we got True King, VFD, the Beast, Logia, Denlong, Evolcer, Dolka. Keep in mind though, guys, that this one is a dragon. Same thing with Logia. They're actually not dinosaurs, even though they require dinosaurs to summon them. So Mecellosaurus over here has that effect where it makes it so dinosaur type monsters are immune. So it won't actually protect these guys, but these guys pretty much protect themselves anyways. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys the heads up on that, just in case you're at a tournament. Anyways, Dunlong, then we got the Herald of Arclight to negate the spells. We got Levier, we got Phantom Fortress, Enterprise Near, or Black, did they change the name of that? But anyways, next up we got Ultimate Soken, we got Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, which was also like $1. High Speed Chain Bara, we got the Utopia Lightning, Utopia, Castell, and Gaga Samurai, just so you can push for the extra damage over there. It's kind of like a bootleg version of Blade Armor Ninja. And then he did have Crystal Wing in the extract. It's completely unnecessary, but if you guys already had one, I think there was $10 at one point. But you don't really need it in the deck, that's why I want to still consider a budget deck. For the last card, guys, feel free to swap in whatever you want, whether you want to play a Maxi, maybe an Effect Veiler, a Ghost Ogre also got a reprint. Maybe whatever you guys want to put in, feel free to go ahead and put in whatever you want for that last slot over there. Maybe a Solemn Warning. I mean, the play was already pretty strong, but if he followed it up with that first turn, which he got out in that amazing field, negated all effects, got to stop 2 spell and traps, and had a boss monster on board, yeah, I mean, at that point, if you follow it up with a warning or emptiness, it's game over for the most part. But yeah, guys, have some fun with this deck. I'm pretty sure it's going to be relatively budget friendly. And before I spoke too soon, and Konami's like, oh, by the way, Ultimate Conductor doesn't come in the structure deck. I don't think they would do that, but I've seen crazy things happen in the game. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed the vid, make sure you guys get a like button, a titty slap, and also subscribe for more crazy deck profiles. I like this, though. I like the innovation of here, mixing in the Yang Zing, like, turn 1 play that a lot of decks made in the future, and mixing in the Bao Baboons, mixing in the True Kings. Very, very cool and budget-friendly deck. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm signing out.